Back in the game. I want to talk about Ishowspeed encounter with a witch. Yeah, I just saw it right now. It was crazy. You know, we went to her house. She's telling her about she gave him like a reading, right? She had the little crystals, and you know, I can sense from looking at his facial expressions and just like his body language, he was not at ease. He was uncomfortable. You know, I'm pretty sure this woman is like a so-called like psychic healer, a witch. She was telling about his mission. He gave him a reading. He had the crystals and stuff like that. Just looking at the video, you know, this woman, yeah, man, bro, man, that shit almost kind of scared me too. It almost frightened me too. I could just feel the girl's energy. It was just weird. She was trying to convince him, like, make him feel at ease and comfortable and just light of the situation, because to get him to accept that energy. But yeah, she's with like that witchcraft, weeding, and all that. Me, am I with that? Do I accept that? And am I pleased with it? Fuck no! The fuck do I look like? That's some demon shit, bro. That's that fake spiritual shit, bro. I don't fuck around with that. The only thing I do is meditate. That's all I do. No astral projection, no none of that shit. I tried, I failed. I don't do anything that's gonna make me get out of my body. The only thing I do, I fuck with as far as spirituality is the non-duality. You know, and I mess with God. Anything other than that is demonic. Anything occultic and all that type of shit. The reason I don't fuck with it, because you don't know what type of energies you're dealing with, or hidden energies. You gotta be super careful, bro. That shit is not to be played with. People think that shit's a game. You could be dealing with an entity, bro. Like when people be smoking a lot or drinking, they always become so converted with like the smoking, right? They become so held with that their auras become susceptible to these type of entities. That's why they're not themselves. That's the same thing when you accept these type of things. You know? You know, you got to be careful with stuff like that. Black magic, voodoo, and all that crazy type of shit. I don't really mess with that. I think the mind is powerful enough, and the mind has billions and billions of neurons. So I don't think I got to do anything like outside of myself. But Feed, I could just tell he looking comfortable. He wasn't used to something like that, getting readings. Have I gotten a reading done on me? Fuck no. Never will. You don't know who the hell's doing a reading. You know if it could be a witch. You gotta be careful, man. Even as far as like shaking hands with somebody, you're still transferring like energies. Like I never really mess with the crystal rocks and all type of weird shit and necklaces, and I think it's just too vain and shallow. I like the only spiritual thing I really do is just meditate. You know what I'm saying? And shit like that. I don't read no dark books or black. You gotta be careful with shit like that, man. That shit is not a game. You know, I think the most closest spiritual book, people may hate me for this, is the Bible. But people read it wrong. They don't understand it, like the language to read it from. So they see it as bullshit or that. When it's kind of bullshit because it is, but it's actually a truth too. But your ass is lazy to read it, so you ain't gonna really understand it. I haven't read it so far. That's the only type of book that I'll read. Anything other than that, I'm not fucking with it because I don't know what type of energy I'm messing with. I don't know what curses or spells. And I'm not a practitioner. I have no experience with it. So why would I mess with that? People like think that shit is a game. Being into like witchcraft and witches and drawing things with. I don't mess with that, bro. You just don't know what you're messing with, bro. And Speed looked like he was uncomfortable. I believe the power of the mind and meditation is enough. Anything about astral projection is just anything like that or whatever. I just don't fuck with it personally. Like, how you gonna make me astral project? Like, that shit don't sound right. What if I astral project and I lose my soul? My soul just leaves my body. Now I'm fucked up. You don't know what type of entities are in the astral realm. I'm just not gonna do that, bro. My friend or whatever tried to get me to do that. Like, you said I'm supposed to let go and think. Like, nah, I'm not doing that, bro. You got me effed up. I need to have control and capability to function in my physical vessel. I'm not going to do something that's crazy. Only thing I do is meditate and use my mind and visualize. That's the only thing I'll do. And then with crystals, Reiki, healing, you got to be careful. You don't know what demons you're dealing with. You don't know what this person has imparted inside of their beings that they're trying to so-called help you with to put on and latch onto you. So I'm not fucking with that, bro. Like, it's not cool. It better be Mother Teresa or Jesus doing it or something. If it's not that, then that's probably a damn near demon. You just don't know. I'm not saying a person's an evil person, a bad person, but you don't know what energies you could deal with. And now you don't know how to deal with it. Now it's there with you for life. Because you're thinking this person is cool and you listening to them are people without no experience, without reading. Like, you gotta be careful, man. You know, I think it's for certain types of people. That shit is not for everybody, bro. For evil forces, and I'm not an evil force. I'm trying to be a benevolent force, not a demon. So why the hell would I mess with that? That's for certain entities. I'm just not gonna open myself in my auric field towards that. I'm cool. The power of the mind is enough. God gave us that. You can connect with God. Why would I connect with demons in a demonic, evil, negative realm? No, that's not my place. That's not your place. If you want to do that, that's cool. I mean, that's on you. You fuck around and find out your ass get possessed, have these. I'm just not doing it, bro. Like, I don't play around like that. I remember some kid told me when I was younger that, I know kids be messing around. He said, they do voodoo. They gonna mess around, like kids will play around. But I'm like, bro, why you telling me that, bro? Me and him sort of caught the fade after, bro. I saw him like 3 years ago in 2023. I'm like, why you playing like that with me, bro? I should have beat your ass. Like, you emotionally manipulating me, telling me they doing this. Like, why you playing with me, bro? They was not gonna do it, but like, bro, why you? Like, I saw him, I said what's up, but it's like, bro, why you playing like that, bro? I should have like, bro, caught the fade with him. He's a demon for saying that, bro. He's a fucking demon. Certain demons will be in your life, but you don't even know because you play outside with them every day or they just this. But that's a damn demon. Don't play with me like that. I don't know why you done that, bro. Like, that's evil. But yeah, bro, I feel for Speed, bro. He was uncomfortable. I would have been uncomfortable. I would not step inside the house. I would have, bro. Nah, bro. I'm not taking that chance. I'm not saying that woman is evil, but I'm just not, me personally, I'm not doing it. I'm cool.